Hello.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, I can. Nice to meet you. Hi there.
Same here.
My name is Phil. What is your name?
My name is Subham.
Okay, nice to meet you. So tell me
Same
a
here.
little bit about yourself.
Uh, Myself Subham Singh, and I am from India, and I am a student, and currently I am pursuing my bachelor's of engineering from a state engineering college.
Okay. Which type of engineering? So lots of things are engineering. So
Yeah,
mechanical
it's
and
electrical engineering.
electrical engineering. Okay. Uh, what year are you in the university?
It's final year here.
The final year. So are you doing some internships?
I have completed, and now
Okay.
after 2 or 3 months, I will earn my degree.
Okay, good. Well, good. Congratulations. You're almost finished. Right? So
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
So um talk to me about your English a little bit. What would you like to, what's your, I don't know, goal or purpose? And how can I help you?
So, for improving my communications skills in a fluent way, I am on CAMBLY. I have recently joined CAMBLY before I think two approx 1.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask me what is the purpose of learning English and communication, all these things, it will makes me happier than because I am learning a new skill, and whenever I just continue to growing up in life, that gives me immense pleasure. So not any such type of things that means I am seeking a job or these kind of things. Despite of all those things, it's for personal satisfaction as well. So I consider myself that means I can improve day by day. That's why I'm on calmly, and sometimes it become mandatory. That means you are seeing the importance of English is getting more day by day. So that is why to cope up the speed of society and the world is going, that is for me important to learn English in a smoother way as well.
Okay. What's your, let's say, your biggest challenge with
In
English?
what?
Yeah,
I have
in
no challenge
English.
with English. I have no such type of challenges because I think whenever just I tries to learn or focus on the different thing, the thing I will find easier for myself. That means I don't face any too much bother or problem. But sometimes, for foreign tutors, whenever I am trying, so I think uh, there are not such any problem. But sometimes certainly your vocabulary is not too much as far as every single sentence you are using. So that should be a simple one. That should be a overused sentence as well. So I think. Uh, English speaking is seeing such a way that means you cannot repeat a old or obsolete sentence every time. So you learn new sentences and all these things. So that's why I think I should improve to get the new vocabularies from the foreign tutors and all these things I want to learn. So not a big challenges, but sometimes for acquiring the new words and vocabularies from foreign tutors. That's what I seek challenge for me.
Okay, so we can have a conversation then, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's totally up to you. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to talk about, or what are your interests? I have a pretty wide range, so I can accommodate to you. So
So yeah,
yeah,
go
so
on.
no, so so what topics do you like, or would you like to talk about?
Yeah, it's totally up to you. You should initiate any of one, and then I will cooperate in.
That's funny. Okay. I don't know. So what do you think? That is a tough one. Okay, I don't know. So let's talk about what are these days my hobbies are esoteric philosophy. I know this sounds really crazy, but yeah, this is what I'm interested in, right? Or sometimes it's called occult religions. Uh, so I know you're an engineer, but
Yeah.
also because you're in the Indian continent, there's a rich history of spiritual life. Um, I'm trying to find a balance between a materialistic view of life. So I don't mean owning things, but looking at life. So when I think about reality or what is true, I think the modern world, so the scientific world definitely, we begin with an object, right? So we have an objective point of view or object orientation about the
Yeah.
truth. And this view, it's the modern view, right? So about 700 years, 800 years of this view. Now, for me anyway, being part of the modern thinking and modern view, it doesn't satisfy all the big questions in life, right? Who am I? Why am I here? Right? That the
Yeah.
answers I get from the material world is not complete or it's not fully satisfying, right? That's right. For me, part of the answer is now being given to me by esoteric philosophy, right? Or let's say non-materialist view or spiritual view, or sometimes it's called an idealist or idealistic view of the world, right? In this world,
Sometimes you have to make balance between these. Sometimes you can't live a life in such a wonder way as old or ancient people used to live. So these days, we are having an objective of everything whatever we are pursuing or doing. Let's suppose I am graduating, then graduation have some objective as well. So why this is necessary? This is necessary because when you just evaluate your time and what you are doing and what you should do and why you are here. So that should be think in such a way that means you can complete your task within a certain amount of time. But at the end of your life, you usually observe that nothing is such scene that means more important than to help others, just live a peaceful and calm life at the end. So that becomes more important, but we will get understanding of all these things after a certain age. So I am thinking that you are having a age of above 50, that's why you are arguing me in the such a way. I can understand your feelings. At the same time, so if I am a young generation guy, then you should understand what the feelings or things or ideas in getting into my mind. So that is why people of this generation thinks in a lucid way. But at the same time, whenever we will grow older, then we will also consider what the purpose of life, why we are born, and how we will approach their life as well. So I can say that means it is nothing but a balanced way of living. That means after a certain age you will understand the value of life, helping others, why we are born, and just live a peace and harmony life. And before a certain age you are just trying to make money, trying for
yeah.
jobs, seeking for jobs, all these things you do. So that's the part of life. But at the end of life, what's your views? I'm totally satisfied and agree with that, so I can understand.
Yeah. Wow. Pretty good. Pretty good answer there, young man. Actually, it's very nice.
Thank you.
Um, Not however, I don't think it's an however here. I think this would be the general, in general, I agree with you. However, now there is also, let's say, exceptions from the case. So it's
Yeah,
not,
I understand.
so just because you get older doesn't mean you get wiser, right? There has
Yeah,
to
you're
be,
right.
right? There has to be a search, right? A
You
yearning.
are very right. Sometimes people getting older, but they have not the clarification of their lives, what they are going to do. So I am
Yeah.
totally agree with you. What you are saying, that means you have a hunger and desire for the life. Yeah,
Mhm.
I am really satisfied with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And also just because you're young does not excuse you from unseeing. So what I'm saying here is even though if you're young, and again, if we believe in, for me, I kind of believe in reincarnation. So even though my body might be young, my spirit might be very old. Um,
Yeah, you are right.
right? If something, even if I'm young, I can't unsee it and use as a not an excuse, but a justification of I'm still young. I don't have to live this way, right?
Yeah. It's personal satisfaction or personal opinions about individual ones. See,
Mhm.
I'm getting
Yeah.
you what you're trying to say, but
Hmm.
exception can occur anywhere in life, so not any special thing. But I just talked about the perception about majority of cases, what people think,
Yeah.
what people just trying to approach. So that's
Yeah.
opinion in that way I explained you, rather than
Yeah.
having talking to the exception and individual on what individual thinks.
Yeah. I just say, I don't know. So
But
for me, like,
sometimes I am very open to mind. That means I'm not any just set up any hindrances in my mind. That means I am a fixed thinking man. That means I have just confined my thinking. So I'm always open to the sources. What you will see, what you will tell me, I will openly accept it, whether it is right or wrong.
mhm.
So I am that
Yeah.
kind of a guy. I am open minded, so I accept everything, whatever comes true in my way. And there is no hesitation in accepting what the real thing is, because when you understand the real things, then you certainly find yourself growing in a spiritual way, and that is the ultimate aim of life. So what I think is this.
Yeah. I think, nobody possesses the truth, I think here, right? So for me, like, it's not whether one person speaks the truth or not. I think as thinking people or thinking persons, in Western, so in business and Western thought, there's a thing called mental models. So basically, the idea is one mental model is a model of how the world works. So the idea is as we go through life, we should be accumulating many different mental models, right?
Yeah,
And
you're
the
right.
goal here, right? The goal here is whoever has more mental models can
Yeah,
solve a problem with higher quality,
yeah,
robustness,
you're
and
very right.
whatnot, right?
So
So,
you are
so
getting
it's,
deeper in sense. I really love this.
yeah.
I really
So,
appreciate this.
so for me, hopefully, you fall in love with this idea and you start
Yeah,
accumulating mental models. So, for example, engineering gives us some mental models about how
yeah,
life
you're
works.
right. So it
Biology
can be
will,
any belt. Yeah, I'm getting you what it can be any
yeah,
belt. That means you are accumulating the knowledge, and by that accumulation of knowledge, you will certainly use in your life. So yeah, I'm
yes.
getting
Yeah, and for me, that's the. I wish I had learned this a little bit when I was younger,
earlier.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And what
I
I'm
think
noticing, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think repent is the last thing I want to have in my life. So don't
Yeah,
regret for that. What has passed, you can't control. That means neither you can take it back. So
yeah,
it's a fragile now to think. So just leave on all those things, because it's gift you always pain. It cannot be taken back. So it
yeah,
is just only just you will think, should I have done this? Should I have done that? So this will give only pain to you. So now you can improve
yeah.
your upcoming life. So don't think about that, and I think you can deal better with that, because you are
Uh,
looking so experienced and older in age,
uh,
so I can expect you from
yeah,
your side.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. Actually, I think what we're talking about here is, I think, well, I don't know if it's with age, but whatever happens, everything I'm beginning to accept more and more. Whatever things happen in our lives, so experiences and whatnot, it always unfolds at the right time, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Whether I look at it as positive experiences or negative experiences, I mean, even the negative experiences, when we look back, those are positive experiences because that's where it changed, right?
Yeah,
Right. So, I mean, to me, life just seems to be a cycle of decay, birth. Well, actually, birth, decay, right? It seems
you're
to,
right.
and we just had to follow this rhythm, right? So for
Yeah,
me, there's a reason why we are where we are, and
yeah, you're right.
right. We have the opportunity to have these experiences, and so I totally agree.
But sometimes we can't predict the future ones. That means you say you have taken birth, so certainly you have to die. But I think very less people think about the death until
Yeah,
they die. But
yeah,
this thing should be done, because what your ultimate game is, what you will die certainly. Then why you are making all these things mistakes and
yeah.
all these things
Well,
uh,
that's
such a way? That means you are hurting person. So you know your end, then why you are hurting persons, why you are living
yeah.
so a
Yeah.
different way. So that is not any meaning, yeah, because you
Yeah.
know your end. You
Yeah.
you can
Oh,